Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Come on, bro. I was right in the mic. Welcome back, everybody. You too, for another episode of The Whistle.
Yourself? Fucking dumbass.
The divisional round, or I'm sorry, Wildcard weekend has commenced. What am I saying?
Did you say welcome back to the Whistle?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I said welcome back to Whistle.
I didn't hear it.
Wildcard weekend is over, and it sucked.
Belt to ass.
But before that, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, Diversity Catalog. If you haven't already, rate the podcast 5 stars if you're listening on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify. And you can find our social media at Diversity Catalog on Instagram as well as X. I'm leaving the TikTok out for now.
Can I say something real quick? You know how they said you look 6'4", Josh? I tell you, the camera makes me look like I have fucking gigantic legs.
Yeah.
You see this?
Like
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, and when I go like this, it's like fucking, they're like huge. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yep, they are big. Anyway,
When I stand up on
Like
camera,
fucking
that's how tall I
Saquon
am.
over here.
the Wildcard weekend
Katie
is
over here,
over.
and fucking Saquon in the corner.
I think
And
it was-
Pee Wee Herman in the back.
I think it was a little underwhelming. I don't know what you guys
Oh,
think.
it was ass. I fucking hated it. I didn't even watch Saturday's games, and I had no reason to.
Wildcard weekend's the worst weekend in football.
Apparently, usually it's the best
It's
weekend in
usually
my
pretty
mind.
good, but
Pretty underwhelming.
Well, not the best, but it's really exciting because
I
you have
mean-
a bunch of teams playing that won't usually have the shot to
every
play.
single team that
Listen,
Hey, I don't
upset alert. Yeah, Texans won.
Well, I was going to say we didn't
Right.
really have any upsets.
Well, we did. Wow, we did. What do you mean?
Think so?
I said it was true.
Yes. Are you kidding me? I mean, the Rams over the
Oh, I'm
Vikings.
sorry.
Yeah.
The Rams is an upset. Everything else,
100%.
I wouldn't categorize as upset.
You
Like,
Houston,
Texans, yeah. With the way they were playing,
the best scoring defense, 32 on
At
Yeah.
home,
At
That
home.
don't
When was the
matter.
last time they put up 32?
Houston
they probably
also-
put up 32 versus the fucking Titans.
Houston at home, I'm shaking. I'm
Houston
shaking my boots.
also has a good defense.
Houston. Can we pull up Houston's just fucking
Let's
schedule?
talk about the first
When
game.
was the last time they put up 32 points?
Let's talk about the first game. So
Talk
in the
about
first game on
We're
Saturday,
talking about it.
Houston hosted the Chargers. Texans Chargers. Chargers were a 3-point favorite on the road in Houston, but Houston pulled it out. They won 32-12, and outside of the first couple drives, the Chargers didn't really do much. The first drives, they kind of stormed down the field.
Once they put up
They went down, kicked the field goal, and then on the Texans'
Twice.
opening possession, Stroud completed a pass to Hutchinson, which he got stripped. Chargers took it down the other way.
Third game over.
Nailed in another field goal, and
That's
I know you didn't watch the game.
Mm.
Not surprised in the slightest that the Texans won this game. Chargers had a lot of opportunities in the first half. Like, the Chargers should have been up at least 2 scores.
When I looked at the
going into
game, I looked at the
halftime,
game.
to
I
be
said 6-0. I go, fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
at that point, I knew that they should have converted those,
Yep.
and they weren't going good.
Like, if you would
That
watch
pissed
the
me
game,
off.
the Chargers had ample opportunities to score points in that first half. They only scored 6, both field goals coming in the first quarter. I know Justin Herbert threw some picks. We're going to talk about that as well.
fraud.
But it just really felt like the Chargers didn't take full advantage of the opportunity they
No,
had
their ass.
in that first half. And then Texans were relatively quiet in the first half until Stroud made that circus throw, right?
Yeah.
Scrambling to his right, throwing it 40 down, I think it was like 35, 40 yards downfield to Nico Collins. That kind of jump-started the whole team, really. And then they ended up scoring 10 points, I think, in the last minute and 15 seconds of the first half. They went into halftime up 10-6, and then, I mean, there was curtains from there. We'll read some stats. Stroud was 22 of 33 for 282, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Joe Mixon, 25 carries on the ground for 106 and a touchdown. Nico Collins hauled in 7 for 122 and a touchdown as well. But really the main talking point was the defense. I mean, 4 picks. They were flying around.
Herbert's ass. 8 picks last 2 playoff games.
Not his fault.
No wins, I think.
No, half of those were not his
A
fault.
lot of people kind of questioning Herbert.
Oh, no, they won that one.
One of
What?
them's on this
Jags
couch.
win that game?
Jags won. They had a huge lead, and the defense fucking
4
crumbled.
picks. I understand.
It was 2.
What was it? He threw like
Honestly,
3 picks the whole year.
It was 1 pick, if we're
He
being
threw
honest.
3 picks the whole year or something like that.
If you watch the game,
were-
He
right?
plays 4.
But they were typical
threw-
going through receivers' hands.
He blew.
But
He
it,
threw.
wasn't, it hasn't been typical.
He threw one regular pick, left side, bad throw. He threw it to like Quinn Johnson, like double cover, basically.
Yeah.
No point.
He was forcing
TJ's
it.
done.
At that point, he was forcing it.
Lad McConkey, high throw, still went through his hands. He should catch that. He's a good receiver. We know that.
Will Dissly almost
Will
caught
Dissly?
it and threw it
Yeah,
back.
bounced off him. I remember I sent
Yeah,
the screenshots.
I
You
didn't
probably still
You
you
see the
still
picture?
haven't watched
No,
it.
I saw the screenshot. Yeah.
No, you were like, "What the fuck?" I was
Yo,
getting.
Yeah.
honestly,
And then the
Like, I
last
don't know how
pick,
can
they
you
got
pull
to
them
him.
up quick for him to see him?
last pick, end of the game, bro.
Because you're gonna be like, oh wait, that's like kind of bad.
I understand. Nah, he must have been throwing lefty or something. The ball must have been spinning different.
Oh, it was bad. I'm not
That
gonna lie
makes
to you.
no sense. It just makes no sense.
Listen.
3 through the hands.
It was 2 through the hands. 1 that was an actual pick, and the last one was just you throw it deep at the end of the game. The game was over.
Oh, he did not. I see. Okay, so you did like a Hail Mary for one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we use pictures from the NFL?
Show you this one.
Can we show pictures?
Yeah.
All right, let me send this picture.
Look, this is the lad one. Look, Mike.
I'm watching. Yeah, it looks like cover 7 here. Or cover 3, 4-man shell. Yep. Oh, it's a high throw.
No, it's not that high.
Yeah, it is. It looks high.
No, it gets to his hands. If they ever show it.
They're probably talking about it. There's a pick 6?
Yeah, went through his hands.
Oh, my God. Wait a second. Oh, did that go through his hands? It looked
No,
like
I'm
it just
telling you,
sailed right above
Mike,
him.
It
Mike,
goes through his hands.
Right through his hands.
Oh, my
Right through his
Lord.
hands.
That was seamless. It looked like he didn't even touch his hands.
Went right through his hands.
It
Oh,
barely
that's
did.
awful.
So you gotta find the zoomed in.
It keeps going
keep
back and
talking
forth.
about
I fucking hate this guy. He's such an awful voice. Jackson Kruger. Shout out Jackson Kruger. Awful voice for fucking YouTube.
Whatever. But
That's funny.
It was bad.
Check
I have a
Twitter.
picture in my phone.
I
with
shared a
it
thing
goes
of that.
in. What'd you share?
It was a picture. They had Lad McConkey blocking
read some-
Daniil Hunter.
I'll read some stats while he pulls this up. Justin Herbert was 14 of 32. Threw a touchdown, but also threw 4 picks. Touchdown went to Lad McConkey, who had the rookie record for receiving yards in a game.
I
as
guess.
a rookie. Did you know that?
In the game?
I did hear that. Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
game?
Yep. 9 catches for 197
Wow.
and a touchdown. He took one for 86 in that game. No one else had more than 2 catches. But look, the first couple of drives, the Chargers looked good.
Listen,
They looked really good.
we all know what the turning point is.
What was it?
The dirty bubble.
Right.
The dirty bubble.
Picks up
Jim
Jim
Right
Harbaugh. Pick
After
right after.
Jim Harbaugh was picked up by the Derby bubble, the Chargers were outscored 32-6.
6.
That's fucked
Can you
up.
believe that? I'm pretty sure the dirty bubble hit and they threw a pick next
Yeah, it
play.
was right after. You can't let them interfere like that. Nick has to
Are
be
you
shut down.
serious?
That's fucked up.
Like, talk about billionaires interfering with our daily lives.
No,
as
they
Americans.
need it. Yeah, they need. They
My
need.
goddamn rights are being infringed upon by the fucking dirty bubble.
They need to investigate
believe
that. To
that?
be honest,
It's terrible.
Call the game back.
It's honestly awful.
Yeah, not good.
Now listen, if Justin Herbert had Randy Moss, his team would be a Super Bowl.
If he had a good
No,
receiver, the team would be good.
Give him the if man again. I mean, honestly, what you're telling me is, if those receivers caught the ball,
It would
they'd
be
in
fine.
the Super Bowl.
Nah,
He's a
maybe
Hall
not
of
the
Fame
Super Bowl.
guy.
Not the Super Bowl, but
No,
they would have won
so-
the game.
Hey, if man, he's the if man.
I mean, yeah, he didn't play like great by any means, but
Right. But
the
he's the if
defense
man.
crumbled for no reason, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, 2 of those picks, and then one of them was at the end of the game. Score was already out.
Right,
of hand.
I can throw. That's why I thought he threw 3 picks.
It was-
And they were
it
like, no,
was-
it was 4, and I go, oh, what the hell?
In all intents and purposes, he threw 1 pick, like one where it was actually his fault.
Right, I see what
Another
you're
one you could put 50-50 because it was a high ball, but it did go through his hands. He
That
probably
one
should have
looked
caught
like
it.
it sailed right through his hands. That's crazy. That didn't even look like it grazed his hands at all.
See, I have
my
the picture
Lord.
here. That one literally went right through his hands.
Yeah, I think you said you
Yeah.
showed me the screenshots on Sunday. I think.
So, yeah, unfortunate outing
Yep.
for the
Crazy.
Chargers. Herbert was trying to get, I think, his first playoff win, right? I don't think he's won
Right.
one yet.
Nope. Loser.
And he didn't win it this year. Stroud
8 picks, 2 games.
is moving on again in the playoffs.
Can't be coincidence.
They're going to go to the Kansas City Chiefs to play them on the road.
Yep.
But, yeah, 32-12
Pack your
in the
bags.
first game.
Put your fries in the bag.
Anything else about this game?
If the Texans win that game,
They're going to.
cut my leg off.
They
You
might.
cut my leg off live on fucking.
They could. I think they could, just how I thought the Chargers could.
Shut the fuck
What was
up.
that site
That's
we used
such
for
a different.
for the playoff thing?
Oh, something like toy. Can you look up in the chat?
Yeah, I could
He's
find
gonna
it.
pull it up in a second. Anyways, next game, Ravens Steelers. This we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing shocked us.
It's toys.playtronics.net.
Nothing shocking you here. 28-14.
Yeah.
Ravens over Steelers.
Ravens win at home.
Yep. Ass whooping.
Tomlin hasn't won a postseason game in his last 9,
9 seasons.
I believe.
What?
Is the
I thought it was
stat.
like 5.
It's something bad.
It was like 9 games or something like that.
Was
Since
it
like
9?
20
It was like
Oh,
9,
I
yeah.
thought. Oh.
I'm pretty sure he's 0
Wow.
He's 0-9 in his last 9 playoff games.
Wow.
Not good. Yeah, Ravens went at home 28-14. It was Lamar, Derrick Henry show again.
Right, yeah.
Lamar was 16 of 21 passing. He was great for 175 and 2 touchdowns. But main talking point, Derrick Henry.
Right.
I think he's been the difference maker this year.
MVP.
26 carries for 186 and 2 touchdowns. He had a nice stiff arm.
No,
Minka Fitzpatrick. It was great. No, this is what we had.
I was going to say, I'm like, wait a second.
On the other side of the ball, Russell Wilson was okay. 20 completions for 270 and 2 touchdowns.
That's great.
Pickens caught
garbage time.
Pickens caught 5 for 87 and a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pickens touchdown?
That's what I'm talking about. No, I didn't see it.
It was like 2 defenders coming like this, and he was on the sideline. He caught it, spins out of it, runs. It was crazy.
Pickens is
It was a great pick.
Wake up.
He is him. People are questioning if he's going to put in a trade request. Not many people.
I don't see where else he would go, though.
Not many people liked his comments after the game, but Ravens look to be playing their best ball
saw that.
at the right time.
Right,
I think
no,
their defense has been number 1 since week 11. We've been seeing that. They were great today. They're going to have to be great next week on the road. They go to Buffalo. Spoiler alert, because Buffalo won as well. But
right.
I think we're setting up for a really fun game.
I mean, right. Yeah, we talked about this last time. I mean, running the ball, playing good defense, right?
Yeah.
Texans win, getting 4 picks. Did Joe Mixon do anything? I don't think he did. Would he get 86
25 carries for like 100 and a tutty.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you need
Control possession. You get 4 picks. Defense, run the ball. Derrick Henry, 187 yards, something like that, right?
Yep, 186.
Just run it down their throats. I'm pretty sure. What was it? Najee Harris like 25 yards rushing?
Yeah, so the stat is as a team, because Lamar also carried 15 times for 81.
Right.
As a team, Baltimore had 299 on the ground. Steelers only had 29.
Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I wanted to cover this after the fact, but
50 carries versus 11, Mike.
Woo!
It was about as Pickens of a touchdown as you'll
see.
Look at that.
I can't believe you spun on that too. That's something else. I can't believe you spun on that.
Spinning on it.
Literally spun on it.
Yeah, I didn't want to get ahead of myself, but freaking where was it? I went too far back.
Were you talking about stat or something?
Yeah, it was a stat I wanted to bring up about running the ball.
Oh yeah. Was it the
teams who ran the ball 40 plus times in a game are 155 to 2.
Yeah.
This is a comment about the Mike Vrabel thing. Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that at the end.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
But
it's also when
Makes
you think
sense.
about it, contextualize the stat because
you're probably winning the game at that point already.
If you have the luxury to run the ball 40 times, you're probably going to win the game.
Yeah.
So like you can run the ball 40 times. It's probably the same with the NBA, right? If you're shooting 53s, yeah, you probably won the game.
Yeah.
So that's kind of 2 losses is kind of crazy.
No, 2 is two is
I want to know who the 2 teams who lost that were because that's kind of insane. I mean, I guess you contextualize it, but also contextualize 2 losses, 157 games. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
it's that fucking like Vikings team with MVP Peterson on it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe it was like the Saints game where he threw the pick.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
He's so fucking stupid.
like last play of the game.
Oh, that'd be so stupid.
Yeah, Ravens win this one. It was a divisional matchup in the Wildcard game. Ravens are going to move on to play Buffalo, who we'll talk about next.
Tell you what,
game
though,
on the cards.
Derrick Henry,
yeah,
MVP of that team.
I know.
Run for over 100 yards and win the game. It is what it is. Just
right. Moving on, Buffalo at home to Denver. Denver kind of busted their load in about 3 minutes. Didn't do really anything after the long ball to Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
It was a great throw, and it had a lot of people kind of questioning maybe they can get this done. There was a lot of chatter going
7 plays, 70-yard, 2-minute drive.
The first quarter, I was like, first off now, Troy Franklin, I've been waiting on it. I've been waiting the whole season to see something happen. And then he did it, and I was like, oh, I can't believe it. It was fucking crickets the rest of the game.
The rest of the game.
Jeez.
Now, I'll be real. Bo
real.
Nix didn't look awful.
Nah,
He didn't look awful. Honestly,
like he didn't look like a rookie.
They weren't scoring. Honestly, they didn't look terrible. Like,
He looked poised.
Honestly,
at times.
For all intents and purposes, it didn't look like they lost 31-7.
Yeah.
The fucking score was. Did not look like that. So you know what?
I mean, it did.
After the second half,
At the end,
but the first
After the first quarter,
it was
got a little
10-7. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he wasn't. What did he do any picks or anything?
I don't think he did anything wrong.
So I mean, it is what it is.
No, Bo
They
Nix
got a fucking
stats.
running back.
Bo Nix was 13 of 22 for 144 and a touchdown. He also carried 4 times for
The
43.
leading rusher.
But they didn't get much help on the ground from anyone else.
Yeah, I mean,
Javonte
yeah.
Williams had
Ah.
7 carries for 29. Not good.
Listen,
Um,
I don't know if it's an O-line problem they got, or honestly their backs are that fucking
I
bad.
just don't think they're good.
It can't. You got 4 guys. They're all ass.
But also, like, you
You
go
got all ass.
2 different coaches and you still are replicating the same dog shit run offense. It's like,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
must be the players. It has to be.
We mean 2 different coaches.
Because their O-line was ranked, like, top.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
passing wise, but is their run grade like awful, or is
I
just the
just-
run scheme's awful? They're not the right
it's
scheme guys.
honestly, to
but
be
they have
honest-
4 different guys who are essentially very different backs.
They are. But I think they use them relatively the same, though. Or not
Right,
the
but at one
same, but
point,
like,
the 4 guys gonna click.
I'll tell you what, Javonte last year, they just ran up the middle, basically.
Right. No,
And
I
he's
get that.
honestly better, more so between the tackles and then, like, outside.
Right. But then you have Estime.
But here's the thing. They
And they played him
continue
one
to
game
use
and never played
Javonte
him
the
again.
same exact way. And when Estime comes in or McLaughlin comes in, they use them the opposite way. So it's easy to tell. You know what I mean?
I just don't get
Like,
it.
they don't mix it up. Like, those guys
And
are
they
going to
have
go
fucking the
outside.
Tyler Batty guy too. I saw him picked up on Sleeper, and he got
Yeah.
fucking 2 carries, 8 yards. Like, why the fuck are we even giving carries out at this point?
they gave Marvin
I
Mims
don't
2
know.
carries.
How the fuck you get 2 carries, 1 yard? What in what system were they not
Probably,
just running jet sweeps? And he got 1
probably was a jet
yard
sweep.
on a
Well, like-
2 jet sweeps.
Like, CeeDee Lamb, they had him run jet sweeps this year. I don't know if he got more than 5 yards on
Yeah,
any of them.
I feel
that makes
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah. But on
Has
the
to be
Bills
a
side of the ball,
blocking
we'll talk
scheme
about the
problem.
Bills. They scored 31. Josh Allen was pretty good again, 20 of 26 for 272 and 2 touchdowns. James Cook, 23 carries for
Went off.
120
Clean,
and a touchdown.
clean
He
game.
was
Yet again, run the ball.
He was
Run the
great.
ball.
Curtis Samuel touchdown in this one. Three
Yeah.
three
Touchdown.
catches.
It was a nice touchdown.
6'2".
3 catches for 68 yards.
Right, Ty Dolla $ign touchdown.
Ty Dawson, yeah.
Oh,
Josh Allen.
great touchdown.
Great
Flipped a
touchdown.
nice one, too, in
Crazy
the back
touchdown
of
to
the
watch
end
that
zone.
one.
Hey, shout out this
Crazy
Bills
maneuver
defense,
to keep him in
man.
the end zone.
They're starting to heat up, getting some players back. Matt Milano, first time on the
Playing
field
good
in a
at the right
while.
time.
Flying
He's been
around.
back.
Flying around.
Had a sack. Greg Rousseau with a sack.
He's been
Who's
back.
he?
That's like 3 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He hasn't been playing well.
I don't know.
This
probably
is the
get
first.
back into it.
I've seen people on
If
Twitter
honestly,
saying
I
first game
saw
he's
a
played
chart,
well.
and it was like if it was like ranked the defenses, whatever. And
Yeah.
like the Y's like top ranked. It was
Yeah.
like Ravens, Bills, and it like comes like this.
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the
yeah.
Season.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yet again, though, defense, run the ball.
Yep.
Defense,
Yeah.
run the ball.
Yeah, pretty similar to the Ravens. They're obviously going to be facing off in the next
Do
round.
they have any other stats?
In
this guy?
Buffalo, it's going to be fun. I saw the forecast, 50%
Snow?
chance of snow. It's going to feel like,
like negative
Like,
11 was it?
yeah, like sub-0 degrees.
Crazy.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a cold
I
one.
can't wait.
Has all the makings to be a postseason classic. Bills at Ravens.
I guess we'll talk-
Or
never mind.
Ravens at
We're
Bills
gonna get
next
there.
week, but we'll talk about it some more after we get through these next games. Next game on Sunday, kind of a snooze fest, to be honest. I thought it was a pretty boring watch. Eagles, Packers.
Honestly, yeah.
22-10 win for the Eagles at home. It wasn't this box office game that we were hoping for, that we thought. We'll talk about the Packers first. Not much to smile about. A lot of key injuries in this one. Couple receivers going down. Jordan Love had a bad day passing. He was 20 of 33 for 212. No touchdowns, 3 picks, which he threw a lot of picks this season.
Ugh. Yeah, he did.
Josh Jacobs had some good runs. He had that
Yeah.
pretty fun one. He rumbled for 31 yards, but he had 18 carries for 81 and a touchdown.
Did he fumble this game?
Yes,
He
but
did?
they recovered.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they fumbled 3 times as a team.
Listen,
Oh,
I mean, like,
yeah.
Well,
Not
and
bad
now
on
they also
paper.
fumbled the opening kickoff.
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
So
they instantly scored.
that's never a good start. The
Right.
Eagles punch it in, and then from there, the Packers were pretty much playing behind the whole time. And as soon as that happened, it just never seemed like they were going to do anything in the game.
I mean, and then the receivers are getting hurt too.
Right, yeah.
all the way
Watson
through.
came in. He's
Three in a
already
row,
out.
right?
Right.
Watson
Dubes then
went
went
down,
out.
Dubs
and then
and
what?
Reed.
went out with his
Dubs
shoulder.
Reed, and then what's his face went out too for like a second. I think he came back. Wicks. I'm pretty sure Wicks
Oh,
or
Wicks went
Melton.
out?
One of the two
no,
got hurt
yeah, you're right. Wicks, I think,
Yeah.
for a play or two.
Yeah, so
so-
just not a good day in the office.
at all.
Not
For the
much you can do
Packers,
about
they
that.
didn't win as a 7 seed like they did last season. We'll talk about the Eagles. A lot of people talking about Jalen Hurts and how
Ass.
easy his job is.
It is.
He
I
was
get the stats for this one.
he was 13 of 21 for only 131 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Dallas Goedert caught a touchdown. He caught 4 for 47. He had a nice little run
Did all the work. Yeah.
into the end zone. Devontae Smith caught 4 for 55. Another big talking point, A.J. Brown, 1 catch for 10. So I'm reading his book on the sideline, which I think got taken out of context. A lot of people were saying that he's been doing that all season.
Yeah, I guess.
Jalen Hurts kind of came out and vouched for him and said
the sales on that book went up like 500% or something like that.
It's the most selling book now.
That's insane.
It's pretty funny.
Excellence or something like that.
So we'll see if there's a little internal turmoil.
Well, no, he's reading
with the Eagles, but I think it's just a media piece. And then finally, really quick, Saquon on the ground, 25 carries for 119.
Could have had a lot more. He did the smart move.
Oh, he went down?
Yeah. He had like dead ass 50 yards of open space. He was easily scoring, slid down. People are like, this guy, it's rigged. It's rigged.
Jalen Hurts stats in his last 3 playoff wins, right?
Give me him.
The Packers win, 13-21, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
10 points allowed by the defense.
Wow.
49ers game, 15-25, 121 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 7 points allowed by the defense.
And they won that game?
They won that game. These are his last 3 wins. Giants, 16-24, 154, 2 touchdowns, 7 points allowed by the defense. Who's got it better? Nobody.
Right. Yeah, not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
He's been on Fraud Watch.
You might be able to win with the Eagles team.
Yeah, dead ass. Not gonna lie. If they're playing
you could have won
this.
these 4 games.
Like at quarterback?
Yeah.
Listen.
You were there Sunday. You seen he was sitting there for 7 seconds in the end zone.
He had so much time.
There was that one play where you had a ton of time. I know, and that's what a lot of people are making conversation about. Is they're kind of saying, if other quarterbacks had this much time,
right?
Yeah.
What would they be able to do? A lot of people were saying like, oh, if Justin Herbert was in this team, right?
Yeah, big if man. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I just think it just goes to show how good of a team the Eagles are, and that's why they're my pick to win the Super Bowl. I think they're the most complete team on both sides. They had a key injury. N'Kobe Dean going to be out the rest of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. That sucks.
Left the game in a boot and crutches, and it came out that he's going to miss the rest of the playoffs of the postseason. So that's not fun, but I think they'll figure it out. They're going to have a nice
team too, yeah.
matchup next week at home where they're going to host the winners of Monday night's game. We'll get to that in a second. But Sunday Night Football was finally a fun game, a fun matchup. I thought the Bucs were gonna smoke the Commanders.
Losers.
I was wrong. I have a very different take now on Jaden Daniels. I think he's pretty legit. I thought they looked really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
And the more the game went on, the more I was like, I think I like this kid. I just don't like Washington as a franchise now. They're so boring.
Boring.
I think the name Commanders doesn't do it.
Oh. I like the Washington football team.
That was stupid as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't like that.
You don't like that?
Like the logo's not doing it for me.
Call them the Washington Footballs. Just a big dub.
Their song is so bad.
I don't know this song. Chelsea.
No, their song is like left hand up. Who are we?
The Commanders.
I just don't like
I don't know that one.
You never heard Toby sing that ever?
Never.
Yeah,
he be singing that shit.
Look that up. Yeah, look that up. It's fun.
But
good for Washington. Good for Jaden Daniels. Wins on the road as a rookie quarterback. Not too many other quarterbacks can say they've done that in their career. But the Commanders went into Tampa Bay and won 23-20. They won it late on a field goal. Zane Gonzalez fixed his hair about 8 times.
Yep,
that OCD.
Before he put his helmet on to take it. I respect it. But yeah, Commanders, they looked pretty good on offense. I don't think anybody's really expecting them to go in and beat the Lions.
Well, no. Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll talk about the stats. Jaden Daniels was 24 of 35 for 268, 2 touchdowns.
He did a pretty good game.
Also carried it 13 times for 36. Austin Eckler kind of impressed me in this game, to be honest. The stats don't jump off the page, but
that last drive, yeah,
they went to him in some plays where they needed him to make plays, and he was doing it. He had 8 carries for 27. He caught 3 for 26. They had carries all over the field. I mean, Brian Robinson also carried 10 times for 16. But De'Ami Brown, 5 catches for 89 and a touchdown. I think it was his first touchdown as a Commander.
Let him cook.
And it came in the postseason. And Terry McLaurin.
No, it might not. I don't think
Terry
so.
McLaurin grabbed the touchdown as well. 7 catches for 89 and a touchdown. And it was pretty cool to see Terry's reaction after the game. He's been there with Washington for a while now. Yeah. He's seen the lows. He's certainly seen the lows. Now he's starting to see some of the highs. Some of the work that they've put in is paying off. It's pretty cool to see. It's a feel-good time for Washington. Mike actually believed in them to win this game.
I did. I picked them to win this game.
Well, you didn't think they were going to.
I saw it in the tea leaves, saw it in the fish bones.
So you didn't think they were going to.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I picked them to win the game.
Yeah, but you didn't think they were going to.
Why else would I pick them?
Just to
be
different.
Pure hatred?
Yeah, of course.
Half of it, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Listen, 15 of 18 for 185. I'm sorry, how many plays did they fucking run? Not that many.
They had 2 drives cut pretty
All right, with the fumble, and then it wasn't called at the end of the game. But still, leading into the fourth quarter, 18 passes total.
I mean, yeah, they ran the ball a lot, somewhat.
They ran the ball 25 times.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this.
They were getting what they were.
They had less than 40 plays.
Yeah, but they like the game was flowing for them enough to where they didn't have to throw that much or run that much.
If you watch the
they
game,
didn't run it that much
if
either.
you watched the game, which I think you didn't,
I didn't.
right?
Right.
It was very obvious the game plan from the Commanders was to control time of possession.
Did it again.
Yeah.
Defense, run the ball.
Bucks averaged 32 minutes a game with possession this year. So I think that was an area that they felt like they could exploit, and they did because the Bucks really didn't have the ball for that much of the game.
Michael.
Look at me.
Baker Mayfield in this game was 15 of 18 for 185 and 2 touchdowns. Bucky Irving, 17 carries for 77. And then the pass catchers, Mike Evans, kind of toying with Marshawn Lattimore.
Take him off.
Yeah.
Did he win?
He kind of he had 7 catches for 92
Order.
and a touchdown. So.
If the game was just Lattimore versus Evans, the Bucks win.
Yeah, they smoke him.
Like he actually
I
kind
mean,
of
he was getting cooked.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was bad.
But he hasn't played in a little bit, so
touchdown
we'll
went
give
out.
him the benefit of the doubt.
Like, they were targeting him.
Well,
That was crazy.
one's moving on to the next round.
He threw it up to him, and I was like, "Why the fuck would he throw that?" And then he lost him. I was like, "Oh."
Not in
But-
the Saints jersey anymore. The aura's gone. So
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Not my guy.
The Bucks, in all intents and purposes, won this game.
Yeah, I
Right,
was going to
because they
say,
didn't.
I do have a talking point.
Better
It was.
Defense.
It literally came down to 2 plays. It was a mishap with the fumble handoff,
Yep.
which doesn't really happen much. Which is, I don't know, that sucks. And then third down on a turbo call, he went a faux turbo call. Center hiked the ball one too early, basically, and
Huck too early.
it was over. Third and inches. It was
Listen,
like 3rd and 4.
Like
Went
I
for the
said,
field goal. They
the
just
Bucks
broke
aren't a
down.
complete team. That's why I didn't have them in the top
They're
10.
not.
And I had the Commanders in
Like-
the top 10 because I knew they win because they're a complete team.
They're not complete.
They're better.
Their
The
defense-
Bucks have 0 defense.
Yeah, but the Commanders' defense is awful too.
Not 0.
But it's pretty bad.
It's bad, but it's not 0.
Like, granted, with
Listen,
the
I'm
way
just
the
betting on
Bucks
Bobby Wagner.
with the way the Bucks played, the Commanders probably shouldn't. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have came down to a game-winning drive.
You're right. The Commanders should have blew him out of the water.
I
Yeah,
think the Commanders
genuinely.
got a little lucky, to
Well,
be
yeah,
honest.
of
I think the
course.
Bucks should have won the game. And I do
But
think the fumble killed them.
playoffs.
I think the fumble gave them the ball, and
Right.
Oh, because they
Great field
stopped them
position.
right there.
That's why
Because
Baker
they went on
deserves a
4th.
contract.
They went on 4th down 2 times. Got it once. The first time they didn't get it, there was a fumble happened right after. It was
yeah. It's
They got the ball
unfortunate.
right
Once we
back.
finish the last game, I want to say some things.
Baker
Okay.
also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Baker actually had the most fumbles this season.
Yeah, he
Right.
fumbled a lot.
He was tied on 13
Him and
with,
Kirk,
with
right?
Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins.
We would say the most interceptions since last
fumbles
last
the
season, last
snap.
year, I think.
Maybe.
fun.
28.
So, listen,
That's.
I feel bad for the Bucks.
Let me see if I have anything else.
I
like-
don't think they would have gone far if
Exactly,
they had
yeah.
won this game.
No, they would
but
have lost the
just
next
a,
game.
Just a really poor, shitty way to lose. And they've took a couple bad losses this season. They
Yeah.
lost in overtime right to the Falcons late. So I don't know. Maybe it was just the story of their season. But in positive news, I mean, Jaden Daniels, nice little rookie win under his belt
Yeah.
on the road. He's going to have to try to do it again against Detroit. But they looked good. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching them play again.
I mean, I hope they get blown up.
Me too. I hope they lose.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot. I'd like.
Well, they probably will be.
I
honestly-
hope they get eviscerated.
I wish
They
they
probably
could.
will put up like 20.
Want to hear a funny stat?
No, I wish they could both
The
lose.
Detroit Lions have literally no.
Adjusted strength of schedule. Guess what the Commanders are?
Last.
31st.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not-
Makes sense.
not very
They didn't-
good.
They didn't have
Wait, but they had an easy schedule and
No. They had
got
a
their
hard
win.
schedule
Oh.
at first, and then the Cowboys ended up sucking. Like all that
Giants
shit happened.
sucking.
Giants
they played
sucked,
easy
yeah.
teams and they won against easy teams. At least they
and
won
they
the
lost
games.
against the hard ones.
True.
Right.
That's not
They
good.
won against the easy ones.
You want to win against some of the
No, I
hard ones.
understand, but you want to win the games you're supposed to win.
Oh, of course.
Right? Make the regular.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're actually just good.
We're gonna
Josh
find.
wants,
We're
Josh
gonna
wants
find
Jaden
out.
Daniels' final test to be a fucking buzzsaw to the head.
We're gonna.
No,
find
I just
out.
want-
Dodge this one.
I just want people to take a step back. I'm people that don't know me, people watching at home. I hate when people like call players like in their first year or too
Right.
early. That like mess with my head. Like even when we do like our preseason shit, like
Yeah.
our predictions, like in our group chats, I always say no. Like I don't like doing that shit.
right.
I like to see a little bit more before I give my fucking opinions and shit on that. So for right now, Jaden Daniels is a shitter until he proves me otherwise. Same
had
with
a full
K.
season.
Williams is a fucking shitter until he proves me otherwise.
He is.
But he asked me, I have him on my team. I
No?
took the talent. I
Well,
see.
you're not going to sell him at this point.
Well,
That'd
yeah.
be crazy.
But like talent wise, I see a bit more in him than I see in Daniels. ceiling wise, but he is younger, so it is one of those things.
I guess
That's why I go about life. So yeah, Jaden Daniels, you suck until you don't.
he doesn't suck.
But yeah, nice little win on Sunday Night Football. And then moving on to the last game, Monday Night Football in Arizona, where the Rams technically hosted the Vikings. This game was
At Arizona.
moved due to the wildfires in California, of course.
Script writers.
But the LA Rams
writers are on
winning
this one.
27-9 against the 14-win Vikings. And it's a very, very weird. 10 days ago, the Vikings were in contention for the number 1 seed.
No.
Now their season's over.
Bet they wish they would have won that one. Shit.
And it ended in pretty bad fashion.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold was 25 of 40 for 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
He was haunted
9
again.
sacks on the day for the Rams defense. Not good. T.J. Hawkinson caught 5 for 64 and a touchdown.
Good.
Jalen Jefferson. Justin Jefferson caught 5 for 58. Jalen Naylor 3 for 33. Addison 3 for 29. Aaron Jones only carrying for 48 yards. An all-around disaster display for the Vikings, a team who I didn't know up until this week are perennial losers in the postseason. I didn't know this. This is the winningest Vikings team that they've had in their history, and also got bounced in the first round. I didn't know that about them.
2 years
I
in a
didn't
row,
know
right?
that they've lost like
what were
3
they,
Super
14
Bowls.
and 3 before, 14-2.
What, this year?
Because the AP Brett Favre year.
Nope,
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure
the
they-
most wins they've ever had. In
Well, yeah, but the season.
They made the playoff with like
right.
I want to say 11 wins. Like they shouldn't have made the team that year. The
Brett Favre AP
the year he won MVP, yeah, it wasn't that crazy.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Damn.
They I don't want to say squeaked in, but they
But yeah,
got in.
a lot of storylines surrounding the Vikings. What do they think of
That
Kevin
makes sense.
O'Connell? What do they think of Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
A team that lost twice to the Lions, twice to the Rams. Arguments to be made that Kevin O'Connell lost to better coaches in those games.
Yeah, 100%.
And a lot of people talking about how Sam Darnold might have played himself out of money. I think that's a little rash. I think there's going to be a market for him. I think there's definitely going to be a market for him. I think he's definitely going to get signed.
I think he just stays
Well, he
with the
played himself
Vikings.
out of money, right? If he wins his game, they go farther in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He probably. I don't want to say he resets the market, but he definitely gets a market value contract.
Yeah, I mean he's not going to get paid top money, obviously. 'Cause
No, of course
Well, he would have
not.
been paid. Just call top money 50. He's being paid 42.
Yeah. He's
No.
going to
Now
get
he's
under.
being paid 35.
30, yeah, which is fine.
That's
would take that.
that's right where he is because
Right,
he's
he would
still
take that because he's gonna fucking get.
he's still
Yeah.
a risk clearly with what we've
right,
seen.
but I'm saying if he showed he wasn't a risk, he's getting like another $10 million.
Well, yeah, if he shows he wasn't a risk, then he's probably won the fucking Super Bowl. At that point.
I'll be real with you, and I'm gonna sound like a loser now because I said it
Oh yeah.
after the fact.
I never saw them going that far.
I wasn't sold on
Yeah,
this team.
I mean,
I
it is
wasn't either.
after what they did last year. I bought into it a little bit more this year. I should have known
Listen,
better.
and it's not even an offensive perspective. I was a little worried, and I saw them play a game, and I said, you know what? Sam Darnold actually looked good coming back because they were like down or something. It was the game before the Lions, or like 2 games before the Lions.
Yeah.
I watched them, and I said, you know what? They don't actually look terrible. I'm actually happy they came back in this game and won it. I think it was versus the Packers, maybe. The Brian Flores defense, I've been suspect about. People have been
Okay.
talking highly of him, and in some games I go, didn't they give up 27 points?
He is
And I
a
just feel like,
very
what am I looking at?
he's a very good
'Cause when
defensive
I s-
coordinator,
I
but
don't see a massive defensive difference on that team.
okay, I'll tell you what. Beginning of the year, couldn't even have this argument. The stuff he was deploying out in the beginning of the year was playing.
schedule.
Well, okay, but like
That's what I'm saying. Like
points scored doesn't
how many
necessarily.
points did the Lions put up 30? I understand that game's a bit different, but the Lions put up 37. And they showed the pictures like they're
Well,
both,
also,
like
it's-
Ben Johnson and Brian Flores on their things, like their cards
Also,
on their
it's the
face.
Lions.
Like it was a mastermind play. 37. He put 37 on
also,
his ass.
it's a line.
I know, but that's supposed to be the marquee matchup. You're the top guy. He's the top guy.
But like, look at I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Look at this.
13. There's 30 with the Lions and Rams. We already know they're just better
Packers put up
coaches in general.
29.
Packers put up
Texans suck
29.
anyways.
I mean, all divisional games. I feel like you can. It's a wash, to be honest. I don't know. They were pretty good defensively all year. Pretty good. However,
I just never saw they were a dominant defense.
I wouldn't say dominant. I think
But
that.
the way Brian Flores is hyped up is he's supposed to be a dominant.
Okay, here's the thing. I think they only did this well defensively because of Brian Flores. I don't
Right,
think
they probably would have sucked ass if they didn't have
I just think on paper, I don't think they have a great
I can name no guys.
I know they have a really good corner. They have a really good
Name
safety, and they have
Stephon Gilmore
a good
I
linebacker.
think he's there, but I don't think he's playing.
He played that game. I
Playing?
think.
played last night.
He's ass. He got burned. I saw a bunch of plays from him again.
He's
Looking
fucking
forward.
30 something. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that
I think-
white guy still there? The safety? That white guy?
Harrison Smith? Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Why?
I hate white safeties.
He's
They
not.
piss me off.
You don't like Eric Weddle?
Eric Weddle's fine. He's
Okay.
black. You know that.
He honestly, I thought he was black for years.
Him and the fucking Heath on the Cowboys. I hate that son of a bitch.
Why?
I hate him.
What about?
Hate. Anyways, I never saw his team going anywhere. Honestly, this team's never made the Super Bowl.
Probably not.
I say that firmly. I was gonna say the same thing about the.
It'd be
I was gonna
tough.
say the same thing about the Texans. I think they're never gonna make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Rams. Shout out their D line. Crazy
Right.
performance by the D line.
Yeah,
Right,
Very,
rookie basically.
We'll talk
very
very
about-
good. They got a super young D line. They're actually heating up at the.
I'm pretty
perfect
sure
moment.
it's bottom 3 in youth,
Yes.
or
it's the
top
youngest.
youngest. Yeah.
It goes
yeah.
Rams, Packers, Eagles.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all like 25 with like point decimal points.
And they did that. What's
Yeah.
that guy's name? Kobe Turner. Is it?
Oh, the corner.
Thinking of somebody else. Then
Oh.
there was a D tackle. They have a D tackle.
Oh, you're talking about Verse and Frisk.
Jared Verse.
Yeah, the FSU guys. I don't know who you're talking about. Maybe it's
Verse is very good. I actually like Verse.
Yeah. I like Fisk. I wish we got Fisk. I don't know who you're looking for.
I guess so.
No one. Kobe Turner, right there,
Quentin Lake.
right at the end, third guy.
Oh yeah, Kobe Turner. He's fucking nice, bro.
I don't know that guy.
He's
Pull his
nuts.
picture. What number is he?
Kobe Turner had 2
91.
sacks in this game.
Dude, he's really good.
No clue.
Like he's gonna be.
2 tackles for a loss. Byron Young, sack and a half. 2 tackles for
Who
a
you
loss.
gonna say? You saw his stats and they rescinded whatever you're
no,
gonna say.
I
you
was gonna
fuck.
say he's gonna be the next Aaron Donald.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. No, Fisk. I like Fisk a lot better.
Witherspoon's nice. But yeah, super young defense, super young team. We'll talk about some stats. Matt Stafford was 19 of 27 for 209 and 2 touchdowns. He was at his veteran best.
I like the way that's
Kyron
going.
Williams, 16 carries for 76
25.
yards.
Said it right there.
Tyler Higbee, 5 catches for 58. Puka Nacua, 5
Someone's born on my
catches
birthday.
for 44. Rams didn't have to throw the ball too much. They got the ball a lot of the times in really good field position. Rams defense also converted one of the fumbles into a touchdown, 57 yards from Jared Verse. But yeah, like we were saying, big up the Rams defense.
Big up.
9 sacks, crazy, and a pick.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Do they have a shot going into Philly?
They got a
Oh, of
shot.
course.
They got a
Yeah.
shot. They
Yeah.
got a shot.
With that offense, they get a shot for sure.
Apparently, with that defense.
Because what we were saying is we were saying that there was a drop off
I don't
between
know.
teams like the Rams and the teams above them in our power ranking.
Mm-hmm.
We were a little
Right,
question.
no, there still
we
is.
had some question marks
No.
about the defense.
Yeah.
Their defense looked great.
There still is, though. I
Well,
think.
the Rams
I
are
think
susceptible
they're-
to the run, also,
Right.
and they're going to play the best
Right.
running team.
Right.
In the league.
Yeah.
So it's like. And their road's only going to get harder.
Yeah.
They're only going to play better running teams. And is it crazy
unless they
that
play
the best running
Washington.
teams are going in there?
Unless they play Washington
probably
in the
not.
NFC Championship game.
Crazy if they play Washington.
They would
If
have to
they
be-
play Washington in the NFC Championship, Washington's going to blow their bridges off.
You think so?
If Washington beats the Lions, I bet the house.
Yeah,
on
but
them.
like,
oh my god,
there would have to have been a bomb set off in the fucking stadium.
Jaden Daniels planted it.
That's a sucker's bet.
Yeah,
That's suckers,
that's how
man.
that's how they would have
Catch
to.
me. I'll be the prisoner of the moment. If they beat the Lions,
They got to be quarterback about time. You say
God, I mean,
they beat the Lions-
if you
if they
tell me
beat-
if
if
Jaden
they-
Daniels beats the Lions, you can't go. Well, I need to see something.
Lions have no defense.
It depends what he
You're
does.
fucking the worst.
I'm saving it.
If he outscores the Lions offense,
They have no defense.
It depends what he does.
They're all hurt.
Brian
You think they
Robinson
beat
runs
the-
for
you
20
think they
yards.
beat the-
He runs for 80.
You think
He
they
throws
beat
for
the Eagles?
280.
You think they'd beat the Eagles if they beat the Lions?
If they
No.
beat- all
No.
bets are off at that point. I don't know the fuck to think.
Yeah.
I think
Oh my god.
we saw what they
No,
did with
probably
against the
not,
Eagles healthy.
but
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
but no, the Rams have a
have a
reasonably good
great shot.
chance.
Yeah, it's
No,
gonna
I
be
think
fun.
That'd be a
this,
great game.
Honestly,
It's gonna be really
the
fun.
Rams winning, I don't know.
Hold up,
I don't know
shout.
who the Rams would want rather to have because they can.
What do you mean?
They basically beat the Rams. I mean, they basically beat the Lions. The Rams.
Yes.
Basically, I think that was week 1. They basically beat.
Yeah, but they
didn't.
Yeah.
Right. So in my mind, the Lions obviously would want the Commanders or the Bucks, even though they lost to the Bucks before.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
obviously want
easily.
the Bucks instead of the Rams,
Yeah.
which I think they'll automatically get anyways because the Rams are the top.
Yeah, some
No, never
other
mind, the
some
Rams are
some of the
they were
games
fourth.
some of the games the Rams played against postseason opponents, they lost 26-20 on the opening week to the
Yeah.
Lions. Lost to the Packers 24-19. Beat the Vikings 30-20.
Right.
Lost to the Eagles 37-20. Beat the Bills 44-42.
Right. No, the Rams are legit.
I mean,
I
They
would.
pick and choose their games.
they could score with
I
anybody.
don't know if I trust them. Like you're right. And then what? The Cardinals put up 47.
That's what
on
I'm
their head.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we talked about it before. It's like I don't know what kind of game they're playing to be honest.
41. They conceded to the
Yeah.
Cardinals.
Now get this: Vikings only lost this season to the Lions and the Rams.
Yeah.
I know. Twice
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I
That's
believe it.
insane.
Better coaches. Better
I
pizza,
guess.
Papa John.
Hey,
Yes,
McVay,
better pizza, Papa Joe.
give McVay his flowers even some more. People, you still to this day.
With this roster,
bit
what he's
underrated,
doing
bro.
is crazy.
People don't give him enough credit.
Did you see the stat today? He's coached 13 postseason games with the Rams. He's never played the same opponent twice.
Really? Wow.
Did you know that?
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if that's a crazy stat.
That's
insane,
so-
right?
I don't know what
What
to
the
think
fuck?
about that. That's
That's
not really
so
a
weird.
crazy stat. It's just a weird stat.
Yeah, but like, how does that not happen? That's so weird.
Well,
It's
I feel
crazy,
like it's
right?
more common than not.
I guess.
No, it's not.
No,
Well, I guess
yeah. A lot of people
on the
play each other.
NFC side, it is. On the AFC side, it's not.
AFC
Can I
side is
read,
yeah.
can
yeah,
I
that's
read you the
right.
list?
Yeah.
Hey, reading the list.
January 6, 2018, played the Falcons, lost.
Oh,
January 12th, 2019, Cowboys. January 20th, 2019, Saints.
right.
February 3rd, 2019, lost the Super Bowl, Patriots.
Mhm.
January 9th, 2021, Seahawks. January 16th, 2021, Packers, lost. January 17th, 2022, Cardinals. January 23rd, 2022, Bucks. January 30th, 2022, Niners. February 13th, 2022, Bengals won the Super Bowl. And then January 6th, 24, lost to the Lions last year.
January 6th.
January 13th, 25, beat the Vikings this year. And next week they'll play the Eagles for the first time.
That's so
Isn't that
weird.
wild?
Yes and no. I think. Well, I think you go right. The AFC has very
I'm not saying that like
Stagnant
makes him
pieces.
great. I'm just saying
No,
that's,
right.
that's why.
No, it's just
I mean,
weird.
like weird stat wise. I think it makes sense with the NFC the way it is. I saw this thing. It said the AFC is good quarterbacks and like not bad teams, but like mid teams. And
Yeah.
NFC is bad quarterbacks, great teams.
yeah, yeah.
Since
Pretty
the,
much the way it works.
since the Rams hired McVay in 2017, the only team with more playoff wins than them is the Chiefs.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Hey,
I
put him
saw
in the Hall of Fame.
I saw a thing. It said Sean McVay won a Super Bowl, tore down the team, and rebuilt it all before the Saints figured it out.
That's actually crazy.
That's like there.
Dude, they sold out for a Super Bowl, they got it, and now like usually it's like, all right, we got a Super Bowl, we're
Right.
done, and they're actually still
I mean,
doing shit.
they nailed these last like 2-3
Oh my God,
drafts.
yeah.
It was kind of crazy. So
He's got 8
That's what you
playoff wins in 8 seasons. For comparison, Sean Payton has 9 and 19.
yeah,
Tomlin has 8 and 18.
right.
Kyle Shanahan also has 8 and 8 seasons.
Low key fire Tom.
But he's fourth now amongst active coaches, playoff wins. He's behind Peyton. He's behind Sean
Yes,
Payton with
one-
9. He's behind
yeah.
Harbaugh with 13. And he's behind Andy Reid with 26.
Listen, now the tough thing. We done with this? We done with this game?
Yeah.
I'm done with this game. Yeah, let's talk dialogue.
Listen.
What do you want to talk about? And then we'll pick.
The
pick
Tomlin
games next
stuff.
week.
It's so tough being in the AFC.
Is he getting fired?
I just don't see how they could fire him. There's not a crazy candidate unless they get the Notre Dame coach. There's not a crazy
that guy.
candidate they can get.
Yeah.
Like Ben Johnson, he's not a Steelers guy.
Why not?
He doesn't.
But here's the thing: you bring in a whole new wave of, like, whole new energy as a head coach.
I understand that, but I also think
But here's the thing: you're saying he's not a Steelers guy. What has that gotten them in the past 10 years? You know
but
what I'm saying?
they've been a good team
Yeah, but-
their entire existence.
Would you rather be bad for a little bit
I understand.
and be good, or just
I
be
understand.
mediocre every
But-
year? Like, we were not handing out awards that the fact you get 500 every season, losing the first week of the playoffs every year.
We do.
Shouldn't.
We do.
You shouldn't.
Did you see what
tell
Jimmy
you.
Johnson said?
No.
You say get him out
He
there.
suggested a coaching swap. Mike Tomlin and Mike McCarthy.
Why the fuck? Why the fuck would the Steelers?
Now
do
Mike
that?
McCarthy's
I hate Mike
been
McCarthy.
fired now,
Fuck him.
but Mike McCarthy's from Pittsburgh.
He's a fucking loser anyway.
Pittsburgh guy.
I wouldn't take Mike McCarthy either. Mike McCarthy just rode
He's actually
the
not a
coattails
bad
of fucking
coach,
Aaron
to be
Donald,
honest.
Aaron Rodgers. I don't believe Mike McCarthy one bit.
A lot of he's great for locker room. Apparently, none of the players want him to leave. They all were begging for him to fucking stay.
They like him. Yeah,
Dak
they do like
and
him.
CD were both like, "Yeah, we hope he's back." Like they love him there. I don't know why.
Really?
I thought everyone hated him, but
I
no.
don't like Mike McCarthy one bit.
And then what's it
Not
called? Fucking fuck the Cowboys. First off, they can't spend money
Mm.
for shit. That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
You see
They're
the,
the worst.
the leading candidates are Kellen Moore,
Just not a
right?
Steelers guy.
former OC
Oh, you're talking about the Cowboys.
for the Cowboys.
Right. I can see
And
Kellen Moore
Dion.
coming back.
What do we
Yeah,
What do we think of Dion?
I don't think Dion's
I
gonna.
don't know.
Actually
I think that'd
go
be
Like
there.
that would
stupid.
make sense.
I think
Is it,
Dion-
is it the best case scenario for enjoyment, entertainment wise? Yes.
Yeah, I think
Obviously.
Dion and
for
Jerry
selling
Jones
tickets,
are close. So I
Right.
think he'll hear him out and actually give it a
Right.
shot.
He already said he heard him out.
But I don't think he's gonna
Called,
actually.
and he was like, "Wow, just give me really something to think about."
I don't think he'll actually do it because that's a lot. That's honestly too much.
But also, if you think about it from a Dion perspective, bitch, you not win the championship from fucking Colorado.
No. But you not win the championship from fucking Dallas either.
But, well, tell me, what is the logical next move for him, right? At some point, you have to go
McCarthy
no,
or Tomlin.
Deion Sanders.
Oh my.
Like you not. Is his game end plan not to make the jump?
Maybe you're just done coaching.
Just how many years? How many years is he gonna fucking coach?
He'll be in Atlanta.
He's gonna go crazy in
That's what I'm
Colorado.
saying. Maybe he's done coaching. Is what I'm saying.
Totally.
Yeah.
Kids are
Maybe
done.
he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I got Shador out of there. I got Shiloh out of there. Fucking wipe his hands of it and move on.
Coach the
Guess so.
Heisman winner.
Come so far. I don't know. Come so far. Could do something.
I mean, I think if he does accept the job, it'll have to be like he's gonna need like a massive amount of support around him. Like he can't just be like the sole guy making the decisions. I don't think he wants to do that at this point.
Right. Well, Jerry Jones makes the decisions.
I mean, in terms of like on the field stuff,
I just
he's gonna need
don't-
a
I
really
don't-
good
I just
DC and
don't
a
think-
really good OC.
It does. I don't think Jerry Jones would let him do. I don't think he'd let him do what he wants to do there.
Probably not.
Like Jerry Jones hires puppets. Like Jerry Jones is not letting Deion Sanders come in there and like build his own culture.
But I think
I think
the good thing about
that's why I don't think
Deion-
someone like Mike Tomlin wouldn't fit there either.
Right. I don't think. Yeah.
Like someone that needs to be in
like that.
control.
No. It's like if like
That's
same thing
why
with
if
like
they
Bill
hi-
Belichick
like, if
with
they-
the Cowboys,
if-
it make no sense.
Right.
Why?
Right.
Because they have to rebuild a
Because
little bit.
it's such a different like culture.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Jones is very vocalized, and Bill Belichick's really a shut-in.
I feel like when it comes down to like the coaching aspect and the players and stuff, I feel like the coaches are the same. Like in terms of actually being in the like facility and like getting the players ready for games and stuff like that, I feel like it'd kind of move over easily from the Patriots to the Cowboys. Like I feel like he wouldn't have to change what he does,
Well, we just have to be more in the press.
but he could just do the same thing.
I mean, I'm not talking about like on players.
No. But I'm saying you can just do the same thing he's been doing all year in the press and just not say anything. He doesn't need to.
I think I don't know. He'll be just pressed more. He'll be pressed more. I don't know what to tell you.
For what?
He's on the Cowboys.
And he
press
just goes,
more.
yeah, we're on Cincinnati. Boom.
Nah,
Maybe he's
I'm just
done.
saying. I'm just saying. It doesn't work like that. Like Dion is, in my
No.
mind, probably the best case scenario.
What Cowboys coach has been that outspoken that you think Dion's a better fit there than Belichick would have been, or would have been that much of a rift? That's I don't.
Feeling.
He
I
just
feel like
talks.
It's
have
fun.
you heard Mike
Fun.
McCarthy talk before?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He's a loser.
He doesn't overly
He's a
do
loser.
anything though.
A loser.
I feel like Dion's
Because they're
too big
losing
of a
right now,
distraction.
because they're losing.
Jerry Jones, you heard what he said about about them that one time?
You don't think Bill Belichick and Jerry Jones would clash if Jerry Jones went out there and be like, "Yeah, we suck."
No, I mean they're close. They're friends. So probably
Bill
not.
Belichick,
Yeah.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Seems
I
like
saw
very
that they
different people.
I saw that they said that Belichick. Didn't they say something about like had Belichick known that
Yeah.
job was going to be available,
He probably would have done that. Yeah.
that like
Right.
he probably would have rather done that than UNC.
Which is what
Who
people were
knows? We
saying
don't know
earlier. So like,
that. We don't know that.
but the people were saying that was like one of his desired teams to go to if it were to happen, but they were too slow on McCarthy. I guess I don't know why they wouldn't pay him at that
Right,
point.
and then they said like his buyout's like 10 mil. Belichick's.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid. He should not do that. He should honestly see it through. Well, he's probably gonna be there for a year.
What UNC?
Yeah.
Oh, I
would-
think he's locked in there. Now.
Yeah. Well, he said he has a buyout for a reason, but
he's
the
great.
buyout's 10 mil.
He's
Obviously,
bringing people over from the
Jerry Jones
NFL
would
too.
pay that,
He
but
just signed a special teams coach from the Packers, the Ravens, or the Rams, one of the two, or something like that. That's going to come over and help him now from the NFL. Well, it's an NFL talent coach.
But the same thing, right? What's his objective at UNC? Take
Win
time
games.
off, relax, and still coach.
To win games.
He's not going to win anything
I think he's going to take it
meaningful
seriously.
at UNC.
How do we know?
Josh, it's UNC.
How do we know?
It's a basketball school. It's like if he went to Kansas and started coaching there. How do we know? You said you didn't post that up when I said they're not going to win at Colorado.
Because they're not. I know they're not going to win
Oh, they're not
Colorado.
going to win at Colorado, but fucking UNC is going to pull something.
I never
crazy.
said they were going to win at fucking Colorado.
I said they're not.
and
you
I
didn't-
said
you
they're
didn't
not
put
going to
up-
win in the NFL either. That's what
Why
I said.
can't
But you didn't say they weren't. You didn't say, oh, we can't say they're not going to win at Colorado.
Why
now
can't
UNC
they?
you're defending?
No, because
Why
it's Bill Belichick. That's what the fuck.
I can't believe you.
You're comparing Deion Sanders to Bill Belichick. Are you
Alright.
serious?
I'm just telling you.
You're insane. Alrighty.
The only other storyline I think we could talk about is the Mike Vrabel hiring.
Right, Mike Vrabel hiring, yeah.
In New England.
Sir.
A lot of people seem pretty happy about it. I mean, we know what we're gonna get with Mike
Right, the
Vrabel.
Patriots best case scenario, yeah.
Obviously, he was head coach of a couple pretty good Titans teams that
so.
I think kind of overachieved. I mean, it helped. They had Derrick Henry,
right.
but two teams that a couple seasons they made some runs in the playoffs, got to the AFC Championship game. Probably could have won against the Chiefs that year.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, Patriots will probably get a lot grittier, a lot tougher on both sides of the ball. I mean, but we'll see. I don't know. It's just weird how the coaching dominoes fall. Like, obviously, like Ben Johnson's been getting interviews. Aaron Glenn saying he wants to go to the Jets. It
That's a lie.
looks like Ben
Who the
Johnson.
fuck wants to go to the Jets?
That's what he said. That's what his
It's an
idea was.
opportunity.
I mean, they have fun defensive pieces.
Opportunity for a year.
He's a defensive head coach.
What?
They have great young defensive players.
How long
about
is
to say.
Rodgers going to be there?
It doesn't matter about
Gives a fuck
Rodgers.
about Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying.
Care
It's a
about
good
Rodgers.
opportunity.
Who's his quarterback?
It's a
Who
good
cares?
opportunity
He's got a
because
great
you're going to get leniency now. Like, you don't need to win with the Jets. The Jets are not a great team.
And
We
if
know
you
they're
win
not
in
good
New
right
York,
now.
It's great.
Leniency, they just fired the other guy mid-season. He was doing great.
How long's he been there?
3 years. But
Okay, he's been there for 3 years.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn's not going to revamp the offense.
It doesn't
doesn't
matter.
care about
You,
that.
but you have an opportunity now to make something out of a team, and you're going to have a bit
Bring
more
him home.
lenient.
He's coming home.
Especially when Rodgers is out of there.
He's
next
coming
year.
home.
He's going to you guys? Oh, yeah.
Coming home. Started here. DB's coach. He's coming home.
Yeah.
Sure.
fine.
I think it's going to be
Anyway, I
pretty
think
good
I think
for the...
I think it's a pretty cool head coach hiring. I think it's a little. We have a friend
Too
who's
close?
not too
Oh.
pleased by it,
I don't get that.
and I
You
get
never
it.
tell me
Because he's not
all this
aggressive
stuff.
enough on
I
fourth
get.
downs, basically.
I get it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I get it from his stats perspective, but I also get it from the fact that like there's kind of some fun guys available,
Exactly, yeah.
and I think Vrabel is just another safe hiring, just like how they thought Mayo was a safe hiring.
I see what you're saying.
Well,
Because
It's so under the tree.
Vrabel's kind of an internal hiring in a way.
Yes.
he's been there
Played
before.
there
He
for
knows the
years,
team. Yeah.
Played
I
there,
think
been there.
I think some fans probably would like to see something new, something different.
That's
something
exactly what
fresh.
it is.
No, 100%. People
They
did
wanted
wanna
Ben
see
Johnson to come in
I
and
agree
like
with you.
revamp the offense, but like
Listen,
we don't know what
now,
he's.
listen, now getting Ben Johnson
take the
is
safer
very
pick.
optimistic.
Right, in my
Fuck that. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Fuck the optimism about this shit.
I
Fuck.
think
You don't think
there's
it was optimistic.
I think
that
there's-
Johnson was
I
coming?
think there's better.
I just don't
teams-
trust it.
I think for Ben Johnson, there's teams that he could land at where he'd have more success right away.
Exactly.
Right,
So for that, I understand why he probably wouldn't have came to New England anyway.
right.
I think
Is that fair?
It's Drake
But
May.
it pisses
That's
me
a
off,
selling
but
point.
Right.
Right. And then it pisses me off when you hear the Raiders are favorites because it's like,
They're the same.
why wouldn't
Yeah.
like the Bears be favorites, for example?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
If it came to assets, pieces, ready
Yeah.
to play players. Anyway, I digress.
I don't know. Ben Johnson would have been an all right pick. I just don't really. His hesitancy in being a head coach scares me. Like that to me is like maybe he's not able to do it, and maybe he thinks that he's not fully ready yet. But like now he kind of has to make a move, or it's done. He's not gonna have another chance. Basically,
I think I have another chance.
I don't think this
I
year.
think I like his hesitancy actually.
I don't like that at all.
Because I think OCs move on really too quickly and become head coaches, aka Cliff Kingsbury, and then absolutely suck balls.
Yeah, but like think about him last year, like literally about to like accept the job, and then he was like, "Never mind, I can't do this."
Yeah, they probably offered him fucking more money where he was.
No, he was basically ready to fucking leave and go coach where? Was it Washington?
I don't remember.
It might have been Washington,
Right.
genuinely. And
All right,
then
let's go with that.
they were like, he was like, "Yeah, never mind." I think he canceled the meeting while they were flying there. Wasn't that what it was?
It was something. I remember being abrupt. But
So-
I think I think he made the right move.
I know. I mean, yeah, for his career, but I'm just saying. I don't know if he has the mental to actually go out
Campbell
there and be a
probably
good head
said something.
coach.
No,
Yeah, well, still,
what he said.
regardless, I don't know.
I don't think Ben Johnson's a pussy for what he did. I like
think-
what he did.
Well, it's
I-
kind of like Eric
I think he's
Bieniemy.
not ready.
Oh, Eric Bieniemy fell off the fucking earth on the face of the earth.
Well, yeah,
Right? He was the one that was supposed to end up in Washington.
yeah.
Right. I wish he came to the Saints. He was coming to the Saints.
I think I don't know. I think the Vrabel pick is one smarter. He's a well-known head coach. He knows what he's doing. He can adjust, and I think his little time off is kind of putting him in that headset or mindset where he can kind of move around. Like maybe we're going to be a little bit more progressive on offense. I'm going to make sure we're grabbing people, even the people in the front office. He let Elliot Wolf stay, which is our de facto GM basically. And I guess he wasn't able to implement his full like draft board like stuff last year because I guess there wasn't enough time, as Robert Kraft said. So he's putting him in there,
They came
and
on
he
late,
grabbed
right in the draft season.
yes,
Yeah.
and then he
I'm pretty sure
grabbed
coaching
the
hires go beyond
what's it
the
called?
Third week of July, January.
The dude on he was an advisor to the GM on the Giants who made a
Yeah, it
couple
was
great picks.
Carter, yeah.
So I like where we're headed. I think that was a safer pick. It was a smarter pick.
Right. I was gonna say at the end of the day we can say it's a safer pick.
Yeah, but like not
Definitely
safe in like
don't
in a bad, in a negative way.
Well, I'm safe in a negative way too.
Because like the Gerard Mayo shit, I feel really bad for Gerard Mayo. I can't lie to you. Because it was in the contract where basically he has to become the successor to Belichick, and Kraft was like, "We'll see it out for a year." Didn't happen. He's
I think ultimately, unless they did something crazy, he was probably gonna be fired.
He was gonna get fired.
They could have got 8 wins. They probably would have.
Because we almost got Vrabel last year.
Right.
But like you can't.
Honestly, I think it's a Bill Belichick thing. I think Kraft wanted to be done with Bill.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like weird, but also not that he went with Vrabel because Vrabel.
You imagine would be similar to Belichick.
Right.
Yep, I agree.
Similar in what way though?
Like he's under his coaching tree.
Hard nosed, no nonsense, which I guess is what you want.
I think it's a little bit less with Vrabel. I think Belichick,
Right, less.
because he's been there for so long and he's won so much, he had a bit of entitlement there, and rightfully so.
I think it's a lot of the attention to detail stuff, special teams, clock management,
But that's
fundamentals, which is great.
Yeah,
Vrabel
I
was
don't
great
think
at
that was what him and Kraft like butt heads on. I think it was the decisions in like
100%.
personnel where it was
But I
like
think there's a familiarity
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
They're
which is a
not
good
gonna-
thing though.
They're not going to run the ball in the playoffs like the Cowboys did with 12 seconds left with no timeouts. You know what I mean?
They should.
Imagine
get there 40.
imagine they're not going to do stupid shit. Like that.
Shouldn't.
But anyway,
We'll see.
those were kind of the main talking points. We'll get into the games, divisional round. We're going to pick some winners. Can we please do the spreads?
Well,
If you want to
spreads
do
are
the
fun.
spreads,
Gonna
we
win the
can.
game.
I
The
Spreads are
guess.
fun.
do the spreads.
I'm just gonna say who's gonna win.
All right, first game, 4:30. I have a stat for this game. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Chiefs 2 losses this season.
Texans.
You know what the kickoff time was? 4:30.
4:30.
4:30.
The only
1:30
two
PST.
games they've played at 4:30, they lost.
Versus who?
The Bills
Okay.
and whoever else. I don't remember who else.
I don't know who else either.
What the Broncos last week?
Yeah, the Broncos last week.
Yes, that's right.
Fuck.
Okay, well,
All right. Well, both those games are so nothing to do with that.
All right.
All right. What's the fucking spread?
It's a stat nonetheless. Guess. 8.5.
Yeah.
Oh.
In favor of Kansas City at home.
Yeah.
No, they don't cover 8.5.
Who do you got
I don't
in
think they
this
cover 8.5.
Has Stroud
but I
played in the
think
cold
it's
yet?
Chiefs.
Chiefs to win.
I don't know. Probably.
Chiefs.
Because who did they play? Who did they play last year in the playoffs?
Who?
I think they played at home. Didn't they have a home game?
They did. Did they not win that? I thought they moved on.
I don't know.
They moved on to the next round and then played somebody.
Let me see. I can look it up. But yeah, Chiefs winning.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Easily.
Definitely. I don't think they cover. I don't think they cover
Chiefs
that.
win and cover comfortably.
Really? Comfortably?
Yep.
It's like a blowout.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
The Chiefs
don't.
haven't put up 30 all year.
Yeah, but they can
8.5?
they can win
Chiefs have a
24
good,
to
Chiefs have a good
14.
defense.
They do have a
Guess
good
so.
defense.
I imagine the Chiefs don't turn the ball over 4 times in favorable positions.
No, I imagine not, but
Oh,
I
Mike,
just-
no.
I just think it was a wacky game.
no, not at all.
Oh, I guess they played. It was Cleveland at home and then Baltimore away.
Yeah, they lost
the
in
Baltimore's
Baltimore.
cold.
Yeah.
About 34-10 though. Yeesh.
It was Baltimore.
Might be
Baltimore had
another
a
one of
great
those.
Defense that year, though.
Don't matter.
Baltimore had a crazy defense that year.
Texans cooked. Chiefs fucking.
Game
Chiefs.
time weather should be 24 degrees, partly cloudy.
Oh,
It's actually not
brisk.
that bad.
It's only brisk.
Yeah, that's not awful
Brisk.
for football.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs win
Yeah.
and cover.
I got
They
the Chiefs
should.
winning. I don't know the Chiefs covering.
Next game on the board, Lions hosting the Washington Commanders. This spread's 9.5.
Yeah.
This is the biggest spread on the game. The over-under is 55.5. That's a high
Yeah.
number.
They think it's gonna be high scoring.
That is high.
27 and change, no?
Yeah.
27 and
This
a
is
half?
like a
That's a high-scoring
42 to
game.
14 win for the Lions.
Yeah, that's why I think I think the over is not hard.
So that would be 50.
55.
That would be 56 points.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy. And they give up.
They scored 40. You think
What?
they scored 40?
Why not?
I know.
How many
why
games
not.
they fucking scored 40 and at least 7 of them?
I know.
The
Something
Lions?
like that.
Yeah,
Something
that ass.
stupid.
David Montgomery is back.
Now you tell me
Oh.
what's the 2 losses the Lions have? 8
Bills.
o'clock games.
Is that true?
I don't know. Probably.
I don't even think the Bills was an 8 o'clock game. I think that was
Right,
like
the
in the middle of the
Bills-
day.
And the
Bills
Bucks. The Bucks
Bills
probably
was
4
at
o'clock
4
game.
o'clock.
Yeah, the Bills in the middle of the day.
Bucks was probably
No, the Bucks was an 8
the
o'clock
Bucks was
game.
probably at 1.
No.
We watched the
Because the
Bucks. game,
Lions-
And then we watched
posted
the
it.
Bucks game, so maybe it was a 4.
so it couldn't have been 8. Yeah,
Nah, you're right.
probably both 4s.
It was a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Tell you
Damn.
what, Commanders' run defense pitiful. Meaning Lions have to win this game. Like I don't know how you fix that in a week.
Lions win comfortably. They'll cover.
Yeah,
They'll cover.
9.5.
They'll cover
unless
the nine.
comes out the goof.
They'll cover 9.5.
Jared Goof.
For sure.
Oh, I was thinking Commander. Like, who the fuck's this guy talking about? 9.5.
2 perennial losers.
So if they put up 42,
That's a lie. Washington has a Super Bowl, I think.
Maybe
Yeah, they
way,
do. I
way
think they do.
back, right?
80s, 90s.
Maybe.
Lions will win. The Lions will win and cover 9.5.
Yeah.
Lions win, they don't cover.
You think the Lions cover that?
Nice.
10 to, it's like
That'd be
10
fun.
it's
That's
basically
a,
10-point
that
spread on
sounds like a
line.
fun game.
That's 42-32. That's 32-22.
That sounds like a really fun game. I like that.
I think it ends like just say 30. Like I think it's like a 35-25 game.
Okay, they cover.
Okay. All right.
Well, that's 10. In my mind, 9.5 is 10.
Well, they would cover that.
Yeah.
They would cover that, but in my mind, that's close enough for the cover.
Okay.
Okay,
fair.
fair. Okay.
Now,
What do you think
spread,
happens,
The spread.
Joshua?
Oh,
What do I what?
What do you think happens in this
the
game?
Lions win and
Lions
cover.
win. It's just
Nice. Nice. And then on Sunday, 3 o'clock kickoff. That's a new one. That's fun.
3. Yuck.
Yes.
In
Start games
Philadelphia.
earlier. What are you doing, blood?
Shut up.
Oh.
Eagles host the Rams. This is a -6.5 point spread. It's a low number, 43.5. The total
6.5 spread.
6.5 in favor of the Eagles. I think the Eagles win. They probably don't cover.
I like this. Wow, really? Can I get the Eagles winning and covering?
Why?
Cooper Cup's washed. They just had Puka.
I
It's Guantanamo Bay time.
I don't think he's washed.
That's
by
fair.
any
So
means.
washed.
I don't think he's
Show me
washed.
his
at
stats from
all.
last game.
I just don't think he got the ball.
1 catch.
How many targets?
No clue.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be.
Why'd you come with
I wouldn't
something,
be. I wouldn't be surprised if they did cover. I can just see.
I think 6.5 is a lot.
I don't know
more
why.
reasonable. That's a
I can just. I like the under in this game.
44.5.
43.5.
43. 22 each.
Like I don't think the Eagles are gonna.
I don't think so either. Like if there was going to be a game the Eagles lose, it'll probably be this one.
Only scored 22 against.
I like the under. I think I
Packers.
like the under. I think I like the under. I think.
You know
I
what
think I
I'm
like
saying?
the under. This guy, I think it's gonna be more of a defensive and running battle. But
That
definitely
D, it's
Eagles
going to
win.
be fun
Eagles
watching
definitely.
their.
I think it'll be
It's
fun.
going to be
the
really
Rams,
fun
the
watching
Rams
the Rams
defensive
play
line
defense.
versus their
gonna be
Eagles
fun.
offensive line will be really fun.
They got some sneaky
I think
corners.
Stafford's getting sacked at least 5 times. That's the problem.
Think so?
No.
He's gonna be under pressure all day.
One target for
He's
Cup.
good. He's good against the
Yeah, he's a
blitz.
loser.
If they throw him
Couldn't
a
get
bit,
open.
if they throw him the
Couldn't
ball
get open.
more,
No
He's-
separation.
he had a huge catch.
He's
He should go to the
phenomenal.
Patriots with that stat.
He's phenomenal against the blitz.
No separation. Can't separate. Stafford. Well, they had that
Stafford's
fucking
nice.
that cheeky pass fumble. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it
See
should have
that
been
bullshit?
a fumble. It should have been a fumble.
I think that's fair.
No, it's not.
I think
He was like this.
yeah, but the intent to throw it was there.
His head was thrown the other way.
Yeah,
he
but
couldn't see
but he
anything.
threw it, and there was
Doesn't
Pook
matter.
He
was
went
right
like
there.
this.
Doesn't matter.
What's it matter? Pook was right there, so it doesn't matter.
It did not look like in live. It did not look like a pass.
When they showed the replay, he did this.
I understand he did that. In no way should that be a pass.
Yeah, but there was a receiver right there.
I understand, but
It's
the
not like
fumble
he-
towards the
yeah,
receiver.
but it's not like he fumbled it.
He basically fumbled.
He did that.
I
He
understand
pushed it
he
forward.
went like this, but in my mind, that's like a stupid. He's like this. Like that's not a pass.
Why is it not? Because he's not looking.
It's just not. It's just never a pass.
doesn't-
Like if I did that, if we were playing football and I did that, it's a fumble.
No, it's not.
Stop. Don't do.
Because nobody made him fumble. He threw it.
He was getting tackled. What do you mean?
But he threw it. It's not like
He
he
was
was
gonna
made.
get sacked.
It wasn't a strip sack.
It was in my mind.
No, but it wasn't a strip sack.
But it should have been.
Like the ball came out of his
On to the
hands
next
on his
one.
own accord. Did he not?
I don't know. He was getting sacked.
You
He
saw
was
the
on his own
play.
accord.
He
If
threw
he
it.
was on his own accord, it would have been a touchdown.
He
Wouldn't it
threw
have
it.
been?
He threw it.
Dumbass. I got him.
What?
No, you didn't.
Not
But last game on the card, game we're all going to be waiting for. Sunday
Great.
night, 6:30 kickoff
Yucky.
in Buffalo.
One choker, one MVP. Can't tell you who. But it'll be there.
Bills host the Ravens at home.
For the snow. Snow game.
It's a 1-point spread in favor of the Baltimore Ravens on the road. It opened, I believe, at like 2.5 in favor of Buffalo,
But then they signed Deontay Johnson.
but it's since swung over to Baltimore.
Wow. Really? What happened?
People like Baltimore.
Wow.
Money's coming in on Baltimore, dude.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't see that coming.
Say Flowers is questionable to go.
Oh,
Right, he didn't practice all week. But
Oh.
they said they said he's most likely gonna play or something like that.
he didn't
He hasn't
all week.
practiced up till today, which is Wednesday.
Oh.
And I love Baltimore. I'm
They got
taking
time.
Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore.
This is honestly like a championship quality game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chiefs are
I'm
so
taking
fucking
Baltimore
lucky. I hate
because
them.
I've been a hater of the Bills all season.
Right, gotta stick with it.
And I do think they will lose.
1.5.
Bills losing at home. Ooh, I can't wait to see.
Here's
Foot
the
of
thing.
snow?
Foot of snow. Who said
It's gonna be a
that?
massive snow game. I heard.
Who said
Potentially 50%.
50% chance of snow. I don't know if it's gonna be a foot.
It's gonna be snowing around the date for sure. But
Like New England, we're supposed to get.
freezing,
We're
too.
supposed to get snow.
No, it's supposed to be a
all
bunch
over
of
this
snow. Yeah, it's
weekend.
supposed
I'll tell you what. I don't know who the snow game benefits more.
Ooh, yeah, Derrick Henry.
Baltimore.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
Realistically,
That's so nice.
realistically,
I can't wait for this.
And I'll
fucking
tell
game.
in 9
you-
out of 10
I'll tell
times,
you
the
why.
Bills have the upper hand and the benefit of the snow and the cold.
Right.
Right.
But just the fact that if
Yeah,
they're gonna
Derrick
just be
Henry.
running the ball like,
You know why? You know why it's an advantage for Baltimore? Their run defense.
the Baltimore's run defense, you think?
Is
Run
great.
defense?
Here's the thing. I don't think it matters, the run
And
defense.
the Ravens O line all of a sudden is really good too.
Here's the thing. I think the Bills and Josh Allen, I think he's fine throwing
Don't
in
care
any
who's
weather.
playing.
Yeah.
Don't give a shit. I remember
I'll
that
tell you what.
Patriots game.
The Patriots game, it was windy
Mac
as all
Jones,
hell.
what,
Mac
threw
Jones were
9
like, wow,
passes?
this is crazy. Dude was ripping
Josh
shit.
Allen's going 40 balls.
I
game.
could not believe that. No, I'm telling you, after that first drive, I was like, wow, it's going to be a low-scoring
I
game.
love that. Yeah. What is it? What's the thing? Hold still, baby.
What was the game they lost?
They lost that game, I'm pretty sure, too.
They lost. That was the game that Mac Jones threw like twice and the
Yeah,
Patriots
but
won.
I'll
And
tell
they
you what,
lost.
Josh Allen was
And
having
he
his
threw
way.
that ball 40 times. And
He
was
was
throwing
he
it
was
like
slinging that
he
shit.
lost.
Bro, you don't give a
He said, I don't
shit.
even know what the wind
He's probably
is.
gonna be slinging this shit. I'm calling a big day for Curtis Samuel. I'm
All right.
betting
The Curtis
over on
Samuel
Curtis.
game?
That's
Revenge
that's my
game?
John Gruden impression.
Is it a revenge game?
Big,
I feel like he was there.
no, Curtis
See, a
Samuel?
lot of people are bringing it back to week 4.
They played
Granted,
before?
they're both two different fucking
played
teams
week
at
4?
this point. Yeah.
Who
And
won?
they-
Ravens won
Blown.
35-10
Blew
in
'em.
Baltimore.
Oh, but that
Killed
was
them.
like didn't they play the Texans the week before or something like that and get fucked up? Something weird?
week
Nope.
after, I think, right?
Nope, they won on the road in Dallas. Remember they were up like 28-0 at
Yeah.
halftime.
Something weird happened.
Then they beat the Bengals on the road in overtime,
They had picks or
41-38.
Look up Josh Allen's.
What's his name? Derrick
this
Henry ran
game?
for 200 yards.
In this game, Josh Allen was 16 of 29 for 180, no touchdown, no pick.
Yeah.
No
It wasn't a good game by the offense.
Weird.
And they took him out at some point, too, I'm pretty sure.
Ty Johnson scored a touchdown. He ran it in.
Ty Johnson's over there.
One carry,
If they really need him.
yards.
Here's the thing, though. They were missing 3 key starters.
Back
Milano
in
was
that
out.
game, yeah.
Terrell
It's-
Bernard was
It's really
out.
not fair to look at that game.
They had another quarterback out,
Was there wide receivers out too?
and they had a cornerback that got hurt in the game.
Coleman might have
Lamar threw 2 touchdowns,
Yeah.
ran one in. Derrick Henry had 200 yards on the ground, touchdown.
And that was, before
Justice Hill
Cooper
game.
and before Keon.
been. No.
Really.
Big Just Still game.
Trubisky got in the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, the snow actually might hurt the Ravens more definitely than the Bills in my mind.
Birds can't fly.
Off-
No.
Why?
You ever seen a bird fly?
Like
I
if they
think-
have to throw type shit, you mean?
No, I think that
You ever seen a bird? I don't think I have. Possible.
I've definitely seen a bird fly in the
haven't.
snow. In my mind, Derrick Henry, it's going to be harder to get the engine starting in the backfield.
You think so?
I'd have to imagine. Like, if,
I mean, if they're
it's
only
sizable
running.
snow,
If they're okay, but that's I
like I'm talking the Sean McCoy snow game.
don't think it's gonna be like that.
If it's like that, I'd be worried.
I think it might snow during the game.
I think Josh Allen's gonna have a crazy game on the ground if it fucking snows.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a total variability matchup.
It could go
This is a
literally
complete
either
coin
way.
toss in my mind.
Now we have people that are saying it's gonna be a belt to ass game.
No, I don't.
I don't see that.
No.
I think if you watched the Bills the past couple weeks,
Belt
they're coming to their own. Knock on wood, Josh Allen
Yeah.
isn't throwing those fucking wacky passes right now.
51 points is a lot, too, for the over-under.
Really?
I would take the under in this game, to be
The
honest.
snow game. 25 a pop.
Listen,
I'm taking the under. I think I'm taking the under in this. What's the spread? 1.5.
24-27 is how I'm feeling.
I'm taking the Bills to win. So obviously the fucking Ravens don't cover.
I think I want to take the Bills to win too. It's rough because I know they're gonna do what they can to stop Derrick Henry, but like, if they don't stop him early, it's
know,
cooked.
I know.
It's done.
I think the Ravens win. I think Lamar wins next week, too, against Mahomes.
I mean, whoever wins this game is winning, going Super Bowl, in my opinion.
My opinion too.
I love it. I can't wait.
Good 2 weeks.
Listen, I think I'm happy either way. Whoever wins this game, I think everybody just wants whoever wins this game to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To
Right.
be honest, most people. I'll take the Ravens though. I think the Ravens will win.
It's gonna be a tough game. I'm
You guys are both on the Bills.
I'm
on the Bills, yeah.
I think them being
All right,
at
you heard it
home
here first.
with the weather, I
Me
feel like the Bills
historically
have
being
to.
the worst picker of the show
Right.
doesn't bode well for Baltimore.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
It's tough. This literally is nobody's gonna be wrong here at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think
Two-
so.
Like it's
Two
a
front-running
coin
MVP
flip.
candidates
Yeah.
meeting this late in the season. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for all football
It
fans.
should be a classic game, but now we're saying that's gonna be like a fucking 16-13 type
Even
of
if it
fucking
is,
game.
even if it is, I think it's still gonna be really watchable.
We'll see. Whoever makes the first mistake is probably cooked. It might be one of those
Honestly,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But you heard it here first. Those are our picks from Diversity Catalog. Hopefully you enjoyed our review. Hopefully you enjoyed our picks. Our bracket's already screwed up
games. Fucked it up.
because we had the Chargers and they lost.
We had the Chargers and the Bucks
My bracket
and the
screwed.
Vikings.
Yeah, not good. But thanks for tuning in. Another episode of The Whistle brought to you by Diversity Catalog. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow our social media at Diversity Catalog on Instagram, TikTok, and X.
For now.
TikTok's probably gone. And make sure you rate the podcast 5 stars if you listen
We
on
migrating
Apple,
to Red Note.
Amazon, and Spotify. We'll look into it.
I'll tell you why it's weird. Yeah.
Watch me hit the shit.
We'll look into it. We'll see you next week.